All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Kodash, the ones to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Citation to Allah, I can push the word with true sincerity with charity. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, whom the word and he calls God Jehovah. Bahasham is in the name. Yahweh Shai is the Son's name, the word and he calls Jesus, and Rachak Kodash is the Holy Spirit. As always, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to Holy Scriptures, as well as the speckled bird out there, the scattered Israelite foreigner, scattered amongst other nations, whose outer appearance may seem to be of that nation to whom they've been scattered to, but whose lineage through their father's line go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Your Israelites, no matter what your outer appearance may seem to be. And as always, I'm the brother Yadira from the Great Millstone Branch here in Chicago, and I'm back with another lesson. It's going to be entitled, Soon None of This Will Matter. I'm going to just go ahead and get into the scriptures, man, because, I was just thinking earlier, I was meditating that, soon the Lord, Yahweh is going to send Yahweh to come back, man. And as it says in the book of Matthew, the first chapter, and Luke, I believe the first or second chapter, the first chapter, man, that he's going to deliver us out of the hand of our enemies, save his people, man. And none of this will matter, man, but this is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over one that is profitable. That one that is profitable is Yahweh Shai, man. And Yahweh Shai is going to come and reset order, restore order, establish his government. All ill dealings and iniquity is going to be put away, So all the BS that we deal with, the unrighteous decrees, unrighteous laws, all that's going to be fixed when Yahweh Shai comes back, But this is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. So Yahweh Shai is going to come and cut off the workers of iniquity. All the proud of our people and of the heathen, they're going to be cut off. It says, And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So all the wickedness is going to be dried up, It ain't going to be no more having to pay for this ticket stop, being oppressed by the heathen looking at us a certain type of way. Ain't going to be no more of that, It says, verse 2, But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, man. And the flip side of that is the destruction. But Yahweh Shai is also coming with that deliverance, that salvation. He's going to save us from these yokes of iron, spiritual chains, physical chains, financial chains, whatever burdens that we face here in the flesh. All that's going to be done away with, He's going to repay the recompense. He's going to pay the adversary back for all the wickedness that's been done to us. And he's going to fix everything. It says, So shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as the cows of the stall. Because we're going to actually be able to breathe, spread out, and live and breathe, man. It says, verse 3, And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh of hosts. So Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has all the answers, man. And soon, in due season, Yahweh Shai is going to be set up, man. And we're living in those times. This is, go ahead and grab this, Isaiah 14 and verse 1. And it reads, this is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. And it reads, For the Lord, it says, For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. So at the end of the day, the Lord is going to have mercy upon his people, man, the elect of his people, and he's going to deliver them, right? It says, continuing on, it says, And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall cleave. It says, And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Those strangers are talking about the Israelite foreigners that's going to come back with us. It says, verse 2, And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors, man. So ultimately, the Lord is going to have mercy on his people. He's going to deliver his people. He's going to put his people back in their land. And everybody that oppressed us and was against us, we're going to put them in chains, put them in captivity. That's equity. That's righteous judgment. It says, verse 3, And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. The Lord is going to turn back our captivity fully and deliver us, man. He's going to take us up out of Babylon the Great. We ain't going to have to wake up in the ash crack of dawn, and go punch the clock for crumbs no more. We ain't going to have to worry about debts and paying bills and interest and all these other things. We ain't going to have to worry about none of that, man. We're going to have to worry about the oppression whether it's coming from our own family, our own people, our own loved ones. We don't have to worry about damn social media no more. Hey, because this is going to be our rest, man. This is what we look forward to. And hey, this is coming soon. It says, verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. And hey, who is the king of Babylon, man? That's Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. It says, Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. And this is the prophecy of him falling, him being taken out of power, him no longer being the head over all the people. It says, verse 6, he who smote the people in wrath with a continued stroke, unrighteous decrees, man. You know, in Chicago, if you go 6 miles over the speed limit, you getting a ticket, man. Come on, man. Snares and traps laid upon our people, man. You know, this witchcraft. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continued stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. So this man that has been destroying the earth, you know, that's been taking peace from the earth, according to Revelation 6 and verse 4, he's going to be taken out of the power, man. And what's going to happen? Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. Yea, they break forth into singing. So everybody's going to rejoice when this man is taken out of power, man. It says, verse 8, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. So after these people get taken out, man, the whole earth is going to rejoice. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet. It's like it's moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up their thrones, all the kings of the nations. And they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? And this man is losing his power, man. And that judgment is waiting for him. It says, verse 11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread unto thee, and the worms covered thee. Verse 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? And that Lucifer is talking about light bearers, man. Who are the supposed bearers of the light? You know, the Illuminati, supposedly, man. It says, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mountain of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's the agenda of the self-proclaimed white man, the Edomite of the Bible, man. He has that God-like complex, and he wants to be God ultimately. But nevertheless, he's going to be taken out of the way. This ruling, these unrighteous decrees, and this unrighteous kingdom is not going to be here forever. It's temporary. It's haste and fast to pass away. It says, verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall nearly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? And everybody's going to realize that this man was ultimately, you know, a piece of garbage, man. It says, verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness, destroyed every place, put concrete everywhere, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. You know, America, you know, as the elder Yashawamba went into, he broke down the statistics basically that America, you know, it's only like 320 people in America, but but America has the highest level of inmates, you know. It says, verse 18, all the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, everyone in his own house. And that's going to be after their 1,000-year punishment. It says, but thou art cast out of the grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. And ultimately, after that 1,000 years, the self-proclaimed white man, the Edomite, is going to be obliterated. You know, he's not going to have, you know, a second chance and I die eating, you know. But that's enough of this. I'm going to go ahead and grab Sirach 36. This Sirach chapter 36. Yeah, I start verse 1. It says, have mercy upon us, O Yahweh, power of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. And this is a prayer, right? It says, verse 4, as thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us, and let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O power. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. raise up indignation and pour out wrath, take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. And that's what the Lord is coming to do. Sake the time short, remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Everybody that's oppressing us, man, they're going to be destroyed. Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathens that say there is none other but we. And who mindset is that? Ultimately, all the heathens, but chiefly Esau, Edom. Verse 11, gather all the tribes of Jacob together and inherit thou them as from the beginning. That's what the Lord's coming to do, man. He's coming to save his elect. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found. This Sirach chapter 36 and verse 16, it says, reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. And the Lord is going to do that, man. He's going to reward us with that salvation and that deliverance, you know, for those that have waited upon him. This is this Sirach chapter 40 and verse 12. All bribery and injustice shall be blotted out, but true dealing shall endure forever. And that's what the Lord is coming to do, man. He's going to take away this wicked kingdom and establish a righteous kingdom. That's going to endure forever and ever, man, you know. So with that, call halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rachak Wadash, the ones to the elders and the apostles of the great millstones. Salutations to all the I can preach word, true, with charity. Shalom, Barakatham, and a Baba Ball.